a sound clip from a discussion talking about how folks are not being able to be prepared for the hurricane season.
In the off season, we primarily focus on hurricane preparedness, outreach, education, and training, and none of those activities are permitted during a shutdown. This has implications down the line. We've canceled our first class that we co-host with FEMA for hurricane preparedness, and we're looking to see. Hopefully, we can have the other classes, but it just depends how soon the government can open.
So lots of concerns with this government shutdown. And Ricky, we were talking here in our internal chat. I'll throw it to you. One thing we did learn is this really is not having an impact yet on the GFS model that a lot of us use. But you, as well as I do, who we just went through an ice storm and a winter weather event, the communication is different, it seems like, for the different weather forecast offices.
Yes, I'm not being able to issue what's called public information statements, like send out snowfall reports. It just seems to vary from every weather service office. I know the high split websites are down. So the main thing I've noticed, guys, is just a bunch of websites being down. A lot of times we do these high split trajectory things where we go back and we try to trace where the cold air came from. I was going to do that for the Arctic air we got moving in as we go into the weekend, and that was down. We can't do that. So it's big inconvenience to people, who are trying to do research stuff too. People at various different weather service offices not being able to go to training. That's another thing going on. Some of my friends have been planning on going to the radar classes out in Oklahoma, and that's skeptical now whether that's going to happen. And of course, the big weather conference just happened, the AMS conference. No one was able to go to that. So that's also a downside from all of this.
And Ricky, just to add to that, a couple of factors here that we need to really consider in the immediate future is that these offices are going to start running out of gas. And what that means is hydrogen and helium in particular, when they get to a certain level of reserve tanks, they cannot any longer launch weather balloons twice a day. They're going to only operate those for significant events or emergency purposes only. So that means the upper soundings that go up twice a day that feed right into the modeling, not just nationally, but globally, are going to be affected by that. And so the United States may become some sort of a void, which would affect the global scale and the modeling. So there's a lot going on there. And then there's even talk about will they be able to pay the power bills in time? Radar sites might be at risk. So there's a lot of factors here going on with the Weather Service. A lot of real tough times ahead if this shutdown continues to go for any lengthy period of time.
Yeah, it is, Shay. And all we can do is just, if you're a weather weenie or even not a weather weenie, you're just concerned about it. Obviously, we encourage you to interact with your local representatives or senators and just say, hey, we need our people to be paid. So just a very sad situation going on, and hopefully it can get resolved pretty quickly. So with